were going to be seeing some videos being uploaded. They were videos that were already made. It's only going to be about 2 of them. And the reason why I'm uploading them is because I had a lot of people counsel me off the internet and talk to me a little bit about all of the things that I have done and said and my presentations, and they just were really upset with me that I said I was not going to talk about personal stuff anymore. There's always a fine line between just keeping your mouth quiet and saying too much. And they talked about, and I talked to my husband about this, and he said, you know, it's the presentation. In other words, I had a lot of really good points the other week when I said about using Amazon as a crutch and how I would use Amazon to buy things and instead of eating too much or things like that. And that's really true. I deleted that video because it seemed like I wasn't just talking to you guys. I'm back to my views being normal again. And when my views are normal, that means it's just you guys who have been with me a long time. You know who I am. And I can share things like that and I never get a bad feedback because all of you understand me. All of you are there to support me. But every once in a while, I'll do a video and then YouTube will just share it. And then I get people that say they've been watching me for years, but they don't like this video. And the thing is, I haven't heard from them people. I don't know who they are. They're not people that are regulars on my channel. And so then it throws me into a spiral. And, you know, I'm not going to use menopause as a blame game because, you know, I'm a very sensitive person. I've been this way way before menopause, but stresses of life and then menopause and then posting my videos at 7 p.m. really has been counterproductive for me. When I post these kind of videos at 7 p.m., then all of a sudden these influx of comments come in and I go to bed. And the last thing I see is, before I go to bed, is all of these strange people commenting horrible things, and it's the last thing I think about. You know, when I go to bed at night, it's the last thing I think about. So my husband said, and he agreed with all of the amazing comments that all of you have, is that I have a lot of wisdom and I have a lot of things to share, but maybe my presentation doesn't, you know, isn't quite as good. So in other words, my presentation of you know, that kind of thing. And though I am a dramatic kind of person, that is just how I am. I need to tone it down a little bit when I talk about these certain subjects. People are looking for a train wreck. That is sad but true. Drama videos get so much money. You would not believe the kind of money people are earning when they do drama videos. People are looking for a train wreck. You're not going to find a train wreck here. No matter what I say, no matter what I do, no matter what videos I decide maybe I shouldn't have done, you'll never find a train wreck here. I have too much resilience. I have too much of the get up and go. So if you're looking for a train wreck, you're not going to find it here. So you might as well not even watch, because if that's what your intentions are, is to look for a train wreck. And I think that's why I said in that one video, you know, I said, if you don't, you can unsubscribe. I'm not here to try to please all people at all times. And that's what all of you said. And you guys are my core audience. And to be honest with you, I'd rather just stick to my core audience. I'm glad my videos don't go viral or anything like that. To a certain extent, they don't go beyond, you know, 9, 10, 11,000. Because once you get out there, you got people that are just so rude. I have been quoting a lot about Kate in her books, because Kate, I have a common bond with her. Is she deleted her channel many times because of the things that she went on in her life, and she's off YouTube. And I will never be off YouTube. As far as making videos, will I slow up in a year? I will. But at this point, I'm never going to just say, no, I'm not ever doing YouTube again, because I feel like I have a calling. But yes, I'm going to probably slow it down a little bit. But I'm going to share my life. You know, I got to the point where I just wanted to cover my mouth, not say anything. But the thing is, it doesn't matter what you say or what you do. No matter what, you will always have somebody that's going to have a negative reaction to it. like you all said, Tessie, don't read the comments and don't even engage in the comments. Now, I don't engage in them anymore, but I still read them because I have that personal touch with all of you. But if it is a video that you see it's getting a lot of views, I probably won't be looking at the comment section because simply it's just a mechanism for me. You all know I'm there. You all know I'm there for you. But if it gets to the point where I need to just take a deep breath, or if it's a stressful day, then I am going to not read the comment section. So there you go. But anyhow, Kate has this last book, and I love it because it's like a workbook. And there's a little piece in here I want to read because it just really speaks to me. Kate and I are completely opposite when it comes to our background, when it comes to our faith system, when it comes to our growing up, when it comes to a lot of things. But we have a lot in common when it comes to homemaking and some personal issues in our lives. I have enough. I've done enough. I am enough. And when I went on the deleting spree of just removing some videos, it wasn't because I was embarrassed by the videos that I did. It's because I felt like, once again, I was not portraying myself the way I thought people would want to hear. And I was just sharing my life, and then of course there are people that will watch a video and looking for a train wreck. There are people that will only subscribe to a channel that does videos like I do. They won't watch any of the peaceful, good videos, but every once in a while when you share intimate parts of your life, they will watch it, say something negative about it, and move on. And that has ripple effects with the content creator because the content creator then overthinks about it. And they're off somewhere else doing their stuff to somebody else. And the content creator is leaving there really thinking about it. And then they do things like removing videos. So in the video that I did back when, I was teary-eyed and I said about, using Amazon as a crutch, and I'm not middle income and I'm low, that's where it gets to people, and that's where I need discernment, and that's where I need to say what I need to say, do what Prepper Princess does. She says what she needs to say and then she's done. Tessie can have the Prepper Princess type content in the center, but then Tessie goes into the long beginning, into the long-winded end, and by the time that the long-winded end is over, the content in the middle is gone. It's like people left like, I'm confused. And that's only because my message got all jumbled up with the emotional beginning and emotional end. So that's what I gotta learn. I gotta learn that. But anyhow, the whole video was about that I realized that, I used food as a comfort, and that was the crutch. And then I used Amazon as a comfort, and that was a crutch. Now, it wasn't large amounts of money, but you know what? Slowly I was becoming less and less happy because whenever something went wrong in my life, I would go on Amazon and buy myself a trinket. It's a trinket. And I would use it in my videos, which, was fun, but not everybody can go out and do what I do. And so then it becomes boring to the average person. When I started my YouTube channel, I had nothing. And so I would look at people in their videos who had nothing. And how did they do things? How did they survive without plumbing? How did they survive with things breaking all the time? How did they, work outside the box? And so that was what I really was wanting. And then somehow I became like a lot of content creators, our life became better. And then so it was, oh, if you're interested in this, Amazon sells it. And I'll give it in the description box below. By the way, the book is on Amazon, but you know what I mean. And then it gets to the point where it's like, it gets to that point where it's like, wait a minute, I still got things I need to try to fix. And so I realize now that the whole episode and situations was not because of the meat and bones of what I was trying to say, but it was more of all the beginning, all the end, explaining. Prepper Princess doesn't explain. She doesn't explain her whole life away. She shares that, and that, and then she's done with it. So I am learning. But then it's my personality that shines through. And, you know, I am a kind of person that I just have a lot of emotions, and they're happy and they're thoughtful and they're deep in thought, and, you know, it's that kind of thing. And, you know, I just realized that if I have a video like that, it's going to be direct and say, hi everybody, this is the video I'm going to make today, and it's about spending money, and not go into all the rambling chit chat. So one other thing she wrote is, there was a Native American chief who said the key to living on less was reducing one's needs. And I could have done so much better with that video. I could have went on there, instead of giving the sob story of my life and, you know, people thinking that I wanted for pity, I should have went on there and said, hey, I don't have the money that I had, and now instead of working harder, I need to save more. And that would have been the same thing as getting on there saying, you know, the emotional part of spending money, which it is an emotional part for some people, but it is true. So to live on one income, because I basically live on one income. My husband earns some money, but that's not an income. That's for retirement. So it's one income, and I realize that income can fluctuate every single day. So what am I going to do tomorrow? If my income's a little better, get on the camera and say, oh, by the way, my income's better tomorrow. You know, it's just like, it's like the stock market, right? You know, it's like the stock market. Homestead Tessie, the stock market. Today, Homestead Tessie is up. Tomorrow, Homestead Tessie is down. You know, you just can't do that. And people are like, and then they miss a video, you know, and then they miss a video and they're like, what happened to you? And it's like, then I'm like, oh, I gotta make a video, tell the whole story all over again. And it's a vicious cycle, you know? Oh, Homestead Tessie, she's doing the drama again because she has to explain what happened yesterday. And I'm glad that you guys are with me on it, because a lot of you are a lot like me, so you understand it. And those of you who are not like me are probably long gone by now. I know some left, and that's okay, because, you know, you got to understand it, and you just got to go with the flow. And remember, it is a YouTube video, and it's life. And, you know, if a content creator that posts every single day, I'll add that. If a content creator posts every single day, and every single day she is doing everything perfect, 100%, exactly how you like it, then that's great. But the majority of people, even my best friends, will be, I didn't like that video. You know, it's just the way it is. And you know what? You just got to go with the flow. So Homestead Tessie is like the stock market. That's a good title. Trainwreck. Homestead Tessie's like the stock market. Let's have some fun, you know? It's an amazing world that we live in. But if you are looking for a train wreck, you won't find it here. You're far from finding it here. But if you are looking for somebody who just wants to say how it is and has a smile and happiness, you come to the right place. But you're right. There are certain things I shouldn't be sharing. There's certain things that maybe I need to sleep on it first before I do share it, and not see everyone as being my therapist, which it is a good therapy session. And you know what? There's a lot of people who find my videos very therapeutic because they feel like they're not alone, and up and down is part of life. I mean, but the thing is this. Up and down is part of life. But if you go to bed every night up and you feel empowered and you feel joy and you feel like you know that tomorrow is a better day, then my friends, it's worth it all. And it is worth it all. And so I am learning so much, and I want to thank you. You will be seeing a video that I reposted, and I'm going to say reposted. You're also going to be seeing a video that I made, because it happened the day after I originally did a video, and I think you're going to find interest in it. It's extremely interesting, It's very eye-opening, and I know that a lot of you watch a lot of content creators who have been through the trenches as far as having a lot of people attacking them, and this is going to really help them because it comes from firsthand knowledge of somebody who is a narcissist and somebody who is considered a troll. It's very interesting, and I'm sharing that video because I know that it could help somebody, or maybe just give you a glimpse of the inside life of somebody who makes videos. Take care, everyone, and I hope you had an amazing Easter. I am really having a nice, peaceful Easter. I get to spend time with my girls and my daughters tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to share with you guys again tomorrow what I'm working on. Bye.